Hello, Big P fans. So, this is the boring episodes. This is going to be so boring, I wouldn't watch it. Please don't watch this video all the way to the end. It's going to be snoozeville. The only reason you should watch this video is if you struggle from insomnia and you want help going to sleep. And I know you do, so you can feel free to watch this video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk super really excited about everything that's really boring, and hopefully it'll make it sound even more interesting than it actually is. So, we are here in my office. This is what we do. Now, when I come to you on this channel, what I like to do is I bring you the behind the scenes stuff. All the stuff that you don't know about being a monster truck team. You see, only being a monster truck team is only about 10% of the time. The rest of the time is all the other stuff. The 90% is when we are here and in the office doing all the legwork, and we're fixing the trucks and we're doing all that, and we're moving about and we're preparing for the shows and whatnot. So only 10% of the time we can be considered as a monster truck driver. I hope this is exciting enough and not annoying in any way. So this is my office, and what is there behind me is our super amazing awesome calendar of the schedule of what we're going to be doing today. Let's have a look. This is all the venues and events that we're going to be doing today. Woo! How exciting is this? Yeah! Obviously, at this stage, we gotta need to know where we are going and if we are available. So when we get a phone call, we can say, hey, we're not available. So what we have here is all our paperwork, the stuff that we need to get ready for the year. In this one, we have our certificates. In this one, we have all our signing on forms over the years. As you can see, it's got too big. And this one is the replacement. Woo! Starting with this one, let's go and have a look at our certificates. In here, we have Michael's optician's desk that says that he can just about see enough to drive a monster truck. And then we have our permit of authorisation. That tells us that we are licensed by our motorsport governing body. So wherever we go, all the venues are on there, but this is last year's. It's yet to be updated. And then we have the insurance, and we start off with Michael's certificates. All our certificates are in this file. He's got IOSH. He's got first aid. He's abrasive wheel wear. He is also certified successful fire marshal and manual handling, which we've never seen him do ever because he always drives a forklift. And this is his CPC. So if you drive a truck in England, you need a CPC, a day's course every year of 8 hours. And then we move on. Banksman. So we know how to back up a monster truck because health and safety says so. And then we move on to the forklift. We have our telescopic handler license. And we have our 3-ton counterbalance. And then he's got his other motorsport certificates as well. And then there's the rest of us. Starting with me, CJ. And all my certificates as well. And Andy and the rest of the team. They're all in this one. Then we move to the old folder with another copy of the permit, with all our signing on forms and stuff that we've done throughout the years. These are all the old ones that we'll be throwing away. But it's gotten so big with old signing on forms that we need a new pack. Oh, dearie me, this isn't half exhausted. In this new pack, we have our rules and regulations for telling us what to do, our risk assessment, and loads of other guides issued by our governing body, the IOPD. And in here, we have our paddock layout. This is how we want to set up our paddock with the scrap cars and the trucks and the 2 monster trucks. And we also have in here a track plan. This is how we normally do our track plans. Track cars in the middle of the 2 monster trucks at either side of the arena. There's the tug of war. And this is the safety zone that the monster trucks can't go in. And if they do, they get killed by the operators. And we also have some warning signs that we need to hang up. We flick that out. Get it out of the way. In here, briefing template. When we have a meeting in the morning, these are the things that we talk about. Whew. Entry form. We got to fill this in, make sure we've signed our life away. Then it's signing on for participants. This is all our drivers sign on this one. And we've got so many of them that we have to do it twice. Then it's the risk assessment for the marshals. And then we have our media form. All the people that want to come and take pictures in the arena, they must sign this one. They must be briefed on where to stand and where safe to stand and when the show's going to operate and how it's going to operate so they know when to take a picture. Then there's the passenger signing on form. Big Pete having a passenger seat, it can do that. And then we have our checklist that we must complete before each show. Our operations procedures on what happens if we roll over. We've got that in there. And then the stipulations for having monster trucks at a show. We also have references from all the people that we work with that say, we leave this place like we find it. And then we have our contracts in here, all the contracts of where we're going to be, organised by our agent, Chrissy. Without her, we wouldn't know where to be and when. Going back to the old file, we have all our old competition licenses. Every year we get new competition licenses for all our drivers, so we are fit to compete within the event. And over here is something special, only unique to the Big Pete team, is we have all got our extreme vehicles driver's licenses. That means we have a license in physical form to drive monster trucks. So if any health and safety come up and says, have you got the appropriate license to drive a monster truck, which they do in the UK, because they love to do stuff like that, we can say, yeah! Whew. And we have here Lord Bees from the Bathurst estate, Lord Bathurst's personal pen that we accidentally on purpose might have stolen or borrowed for a long time. And we're going back to Cirencester to see Lord Bathurst, and we will pull out this pen in front of him and we shall see what he says. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, then fine. If you haven't, I told you it was going to be boring. I tried to make it as exciting as I possibly could. And do like and share. And until next time, when I'll start bringing you some engineering videos on what we're doing. So that should be more interesting than just a boring office video. Until next time, we love you and goodbye.